250, heat number 1, staging up on the line here in Phoenix, Arizona, as we take a look at our starting grid. David Villeman in here, Tim Ferry and Tyler Evans right there, a lot of power, but don't forget the Fonz, Ernesto Fonseca.
Well, you definitely point out Ernesto. He's been good with the hole shots. Been talking a lot about how quick he is out of the gate. We're going to have to definitely watch out for him. And Tyler Evans right there on the 58, he's going to be wearing our onboard camera.
One thing about Tyler Evans, you're always guaranteed a show because the guy rides hard 24/7. Wish him the best of luck tonight as he goes out there. 30 board is sideways. We are set to go racing here in Phoenix. It's 250 heat number 1. Look at that. The Fonz shooting out to the front. Ernesto Fonseca picking up the whole shot.
Ernesto, and then props to Damon Huffman moving to the inside of Tim Ferry. That's Damon Huffman on the Moto bike, the number 20 bike. And Ernesto staying in front. That's David Villeman on the 12. And Sean Hamlin.
Oh, my.
I'm sorry.
Sean Hamlin was right there. You were right, Cameron. He showed a little tired there. Fonseca. Villeman really impressed me. He looked like he was going to close the door, but unable to do it. And look at Hamlin to the inside.
We knew riders would be going 3-3 or 4-3, and 4 out is the hardest line. And actually, Sean Hamlin does it in the first lap in traffic and makes the pass on Ernesto Fonseca. I got to say, after last week's performance, I'm a little bit surprised, but I will say that Sean told me, I just want to forget about last week. I was uptight. I wasn't feeling it. Right now, he's burn blast. He's kind of known as an outdoor specialist, or he has been. And those 3 S-turns you see there are unique to this Phoenix course. Sean
Hamlin, your leader. This is 250 heat number 1. He comes to us from Murrieta, California, on board the Suzuki RM250. And Hamlin really, he showed Fonseca a wheel a couple times. I didn't think Fonzie would let him get by. And here comes Ernesto.
That's the weak spot of that 4-out line that Hamlin's been doing. You have to roll the first obstacle, which basically stops all your momentum. Ernie gets by when Sean has a little bit of a bobble, so to speak.
But he can triple, because we were watching him in practice. Sean can triple that out. This time Ernesto saw the opening, took it. Here comes Hamlin right back.
Well, Hamlin definitely doesn't have the experience or the wins that the man behind him does. David Villeman, no stranger to the podium. He's been on top of it, and he is chasing. They call him the Cobra, and he can strike at any time.
The Tissot running where it looks like this quickly. It's Ernesto Fonseca, and then Sean Hamlin and David Villeman, the top 3. And here comes Hamlin one more time. Showed him a wheel. This is going to be something Cameron we're going to have to watch all the time. Let's go back and look at the pass one more time earlier.
What happened here is Sean singled in and then went to seat bounce through. He mistimed it, catches the top. Ernesto goes right by and back to the live racing action. Ernesto still leading Hamlin. I thought maybe Villeman was going to show him some tire, but he hasn't. And Tim Ferry, who's running the number 15 Yamaha in 4th place, he was the fastest rider, as I said before, in the final practice, and we'll see if that pays off for him.
You are watching 250 heat number 1 from Phoenix, Arizona. Here comes Sean Hamlin again. Your leader, though, Ernesto Fonseca. He is followed by Sean Hamlin, then David Villeman, and Tim Ferry.
Ernesto possibly gaining some confidence by winning in Europe the 2nd round. A first place, his first ever stop on top of the podium in the 250s, and leading a heat race. I mean, this gives you confidence to win the main. The best guys are out there. The fastest guy on the day, 2nd and 3rd from last week. You can see right there the interval back 3 seconds, but now It's going to be the interval back to Villeman because David has made his move.
His venom is deadly, folks. David Villeman making the pass on Sean Hamlin. And here's that section again. Hamlin looks like he still hasn't figured out. He's going to lose another position, this time to Tim Ferry.
And you can see the Yamaha is tripling through there. I think it's tough. You know, there's lines that can be faster on the track if you can nail them every time. Right. But some guys say you can't hit that line every single time. It's not worth doing.
We're going to step aside when we come back. More 250 racing from Phoenix, Arizona. Stay with us. We are back to Phoenix, Arizona. Your leader, 250 heat number 1, number 24, Ernesto Fonseca, but he is getting the pressure from France's David Villeman, sitting right there, number 12, on board the Yamaha. He goes to the inside, and Fonseca just gets enough throttle to get past him, and in 3rd place is 15, Timmy Ferry. So the Yamaha's breathing down his back, and this time, he does it again. Fonseca just escapes death.
The first time, whoa, Tim Ferry getting a little squirrely there, but still making the pass. David Villeman maybe pulling up, seeing that his teammate was coming in a little hot. You saw David put the wheel on Ernesto the first spot. That's where he made the pass on Hamlin. and now David moves backwards after trying so hard there. You know, sometimes you push real hard, you go backwards.
But Cameron, I got to ask you, if David Villemin had not seen blue coming to his picture right there, there's no way he would have pulled up.
He probably would have cleaned someone off the berm. Nah, David's not that kind of guy, but he definitely was paying more. Almost a slip-up. We talked about the loose dirt. Anaheim, where we were last time, is hard-packed and gets a little blue groove. Here the dirt is staying loose, and the guys are throwing some more roost and getting a little more slippery. You see Ernesto getting a little squirrely in the whoops. Last week he crashed there, and Villemin coming to the inside. Awesome job getting by Red Dog Tim Ferry.
So while Fonseca continues to lead here in the 250 heat number 1, Team Yamaha goes 2 and 3, and they're having a nice battle royale themselves. Tim Ferry now shuffled back to third. David Villemin re-inherits second place. I'll tell you what, we talked about it. Timmy Ferry was very fast in practice. Look at that line. He's coming in right on Villemin.
He's definitely, looks like they're kind of single file. Okay, now let's see what happens. They're using the same technique there. One guy could have gone outside and stepped on, stepped off. There's a few places on the track that you can do that. Villemin coming short and bouncing off into the flats. Ferry, look at these guys. This is a great battle. And this part of the course, the S turn. 3 turns, no jumps in between, kind of flat corners, gives room for guys to go either or. That's who carries the speed. And Ferry dropping and having a problem. The Cobra likes that inside line.
But here's the section that Timmy Ferry likes. Look at him coming in here. Watch him go to the inside. Squares it off. Cuts down Villemin. But Villemin this time smart enough to go to the inside and cut him right back.
Yeah, now we're racing in Phoenix. Moving back and forth. A little blocking back and forth. But very clean. Just taking the lines from each other. You got to love it, folks. Stand up and yell.
Right now, let's check in with Jamie Little. Jamie, what do you got?
I'm standing here with Jason Haynes, the mechanic for David Villemin, and he's all smiles. He's jumping up and down. He's writing on the pit board. He said, this is good stuff. I'm liking it.
All right, thank you, Jamie. It is good stuff indeed, and I guarantee with the white flag out, I know a guy, David Bailey, who works with David Villemin. He's got to be happy. Right now, though, Sean Hamlin's back in the picture.
Diving inside of Hamlin, and then also the 58 Suzuki, Tyler Evans coming in here. Remember, 5th place has to go into the semifinal. Only 4 qualify as they charge to the whoops. Villemin moves back past Hamlin. Let's see how these lines come up. This next section after this triple is where there's either or options. Hamlin's been going inside. Let's see what he does here. He does it again. Tyler Evans back on board. Whoa, that's a ride I don't want to take.
So David Villemin moves back into his 3rd place position. He thought he was having his own private battle with teammate Tim Ferry, who sits in second, number 15, and enters Sean Hamlin. So give credit to Sean Hamlin. Meanwhile, Ernesto Fonseca is going to bring it around, and the confidence that has got to be going through Ernesto's mind right now is huge. The checkered flags are out. Your Heat 1 winner, Ernesto Fonseca. Tim Ferry will check in for second. David Villemin gets third. Sean Hamlin, a tremendous ride, will get 4th. Unfortunately, Tyler Evans in the helmet cam will have to go to semi number 1. What a great race. 250 heat number 1. Your winner, Ernesto Fonseca. He's followed by Tim Ferry, David Villemin, and Sean Hamlin, all transferring automatically to the main event. Right now, let's check in with Jamie.
Ernie, I know a lot of people agree that was the best race we've seen of the season so far. What was it like out there battling with those guys?
Yeah, we had a tough race. You know, my bike was working great, and the track's slippery. It's going to be tricky. You know, we got to do 20 good laps. You got to be consistent, and you can't make any mistakes, you know. But it's going to be tough, and real happy for Honda. And, you know, just hopefully we can have a good main event.
Ernesto Fonseca showing he's not scared to mix it up with the big boys.